Hey everybody. So on Friday night, I had a very unsuccessful and embarrassing um, attempted suicide. I know a lot of people are saying, why am I sharing this? I should just keep this to myself. But the only way I'm going to be able to deal with this emotionally is if I feel like it wasn't worthless, like it wasn't a pointless act of self-hate for myself, which is exactly what it was. I feel like if I share this with somebody or everybody out there that sees it, my hair's all messed up. Ugh. I feel like if I share this, that I might be able to help somebody else out there who is dealing with depression and dealing with negative energy in your life. Last week, I went through a very public breakdown, a very public, messy breakdown, where I allowed my emotions and my anger to take control of my life. And I allowed people that really, in the bigger picture, don't matter to have control over me. I allowed them to hit my insecurities with full force, and my anger took over, and my emotions took over, and my depression won for a very short period of time. On Friday night, I felt lower than I've ever felt in my entire life. I felt more alone. I felt more defeated. And I had more self-hate for my actions than I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've never felt that depths of despair before. And I came to peace with the fact that my life was going to consistently go like this. I was going to constantly trust people that I shouldn't trust. I was going to constantly make mistakes, and that things just weren't going to get better. A lot of that was done by alcohol and, again, self-hate for myself. And I came to the decision to take a bunch of pills and to end my life. And what I felt was end the misery of my life and to stop the pain. Um, I reached out to somebody to say thank you for their friendship, which I think part of me deep inside was me reaching out asking for help. And that person, Shyla, um, really came through, and she stopped her life and she called me and we had a very good conversation, and she reassured me that things would get better and that life isn't worth ending over something so stupid. And she made a lot of sense. And so I went and I threw out the pills and felt better. In an emotional rant, I decided to call the person that I felt caused me the most pain, and I left a very drunk message, which I was completely embarrassed with as I hung up the phone. And I called that person back because I felt I didn't want them to feel responsible if I did die, which I honestly believed even at that point I was still going to die because I had already taken more pills, because still life felt hopeless. I didn't get the response I got. I guess I expected more, but I was trying to make sure that they didn't feel guilty, and the response I got was being yelled at, and I guess I deserved it from her point of view. My point for this video is because I'm hoping that somebody out there that's suffering from depression or is thinking of suicide will listen to my advice and don't do it. It doesn't make the situation more better. It doesn't make it better. It actually makes things more fucked up. Because when you're drunk and you're on medications and you're thinking that this is the end, things make sense to you and you rationalize it to yourself. When in reality, if you just take a step back and really look at the pain that you're causing yourself and try to focus and fix that pain and realize that other people don't have the power to hurt you. You have the power to allow them the power to hurt you. things aren't so bad. My life isn't so bad. I do have a good career and I do have a support system with people that do love me. I just didn't recognize it. I didn't see it. One of my friends, Candace, who I talked to most of last week through this whole entire experience, was there for me. And after the attempted suicide, the guilt has been eating me alive, knowing that these people that have put their love in me and their faith in me and their time trying to help me, my best friend Corey, my husband, my friend Candace and Shyla, and other girls that I've talked to that have really tried to be supportive. If I had done what I wanted to do, I don't know if they would have felt guilt because, I don't know how they would have felt, but it would have just been wrong to put that on them. It was selfish of me, and I'm sorry that I did that, and I'm dealing with it, and I'm in a better space now. I've had 2 days of passed out from over medicating myself to really look at my life and realize there are things I need to change. There are things I need to accept, and I have to stop hating myself for other people's actions. I can't blame myself for the way that they feel or live their lives. I can't be responsible for that. I have to be responsible for myself, and I'm trying to do that. I'm really trying to do that. And to the neighbor that called the ambulance that had my stomach pumped, thank you. Sitting back now looking at this, I'm glad I didn't kill myself. I'm glad that I didn't secede with what I was so at peace with, because honestly, I don't think I was at peace with it. I think I was saying what I needed to say to make myself feel better because I was in so much pain. But that's no excuse. And I'm hoping that by releasing this and being public about this, that there's somebody out there that's on my Facebook or on my YouTube channel, or a fan, or someone that just stumbles across this video because it's been shared, that they listen to this. It will get better. It will get better. You have to know that. There's a part of you that probably does know that. And even if things are as bad as they possibly could imagine they could be for you, you just have to find the strength and to find the positive in life. And you have to know that it's not, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to word that. Like, I don't know how to word, oh, it gets better. Because I just did it 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was laying on a bathroom floor about to die. And at that point, nothing anybody would have said to me would have made me better, would have made me believe that things would get better. I think you have to find it within yourself. And it's a very humbling experience to realize how close to death you came, and for the most stupid of reasons in the world. I was going to kill myself over the fact that I felt unloved, and because I felt like I was a bad person. And I looked at my life and looked at all the people that were supposedly my friends that weren't my friends, and I started questioning myself and saying, maybe they're seeing something about me that I'm not seeing. Maybe I am a bad person. Maybe I don't deserve to have anybody in my life. Maybe the world's better off without me. And if you are listening to those thoughts and that's what's going through your head, that I'm sitting here now as a survivor and telling you it's not the right choice. It may seem like the right choice, it may feel like the right choice, but honestly, it's not the right choice. So, what do I do now? The public, the world knows, everybody's probably judging and looking down and thinking how pathetic I am. That's okay. Because I did that to myself. I allowed myself to go to that level of patheticness, and I accept it. But what I'm here to say now is I'm stronger, I'm more determined, and I'm more focused on finding happiness within myself. Nobody else can give me happiness. Nobody else can make my world feel whole or make me feel like a person. I have to do that for myself. And I will. And I think this situation right now is embarrassing, and I can't say it enough. I'm humiliated and I'm ashamed that I let my life get to this point where I felt that way. But depression is a disease, and sometimes it is stronger than you are, and it takes over. And rational thinking, it just doesn't work. Irrational thinking and kind of siding with the depression makes more sense. Some of you will know what I'm talking about, and others will just think that I'm a crazy lunatic tranny. And that's okay. I'm okay with that because I did something that I regret, and the fact that I regret it now means that I'm on the road to healing. So, thank you for listening. Hopefully you won't judge. Hopefully maybe by hearing this you might understand a little bit better of why I did what I did. But just know that from this point on, I plan on being stronger. I plan on making better choices. And I plan on keeping people like that out of my life. But I can't blame them, and I won't, because I did this. I allowed this to happen. Thank you for listening.